From meme to utility, Flaki has it all. NFT metaverse game called Valhalla. Flaki University, DeFi, charity, and shopping. Flaki is governed by the people, for the people. Flaki, together there is no stopping us.
The Credify testnet is live, so head on over to demo.credify.finance to see how you can effortlessly experiment with autonomous earning, NFT corporate bonds, Credi and X-Credi utilities, and Module X.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. How are we doing today? I hope you guys are doing well. There's a lot of going on in the market, a lot of events in Dubai, a lot of crypto events like Bitcoin with the halving, a lot of things that actually happened in this year in 2024. It's really an exciting year. I know people took a lot of damage in the last few weeks because of geopolitics, and well, honestly, to be really frankly with you guys, I think we were really due for a correction. There were high time frame divergences. There was a lot of meme mania in the last few weeks. I know that I'm per se against meme coins. I also trade and buy meme coins. But the risk appetite in the last few, let's say, 8 weeks was actually really insane. And whenever the market gives us, goes for the route of deleveraging, it always makes me a little bit more bullish, to be honest. Let me share my screen with you guys. So we actually have like a halving party. We were really happy that the halving is going on. So because of this, we giving really nice promos for our loyal followers. People, they can get the Fabricator Pro and exclusive Nest Club for just $99. We actually halved the price, so we are also participating in that way in the halving. So I really would love to use this 15-20 minutes to talk about Bitcoin, what I'm seeing and my interpretation of the halving. So first, I am pretty aware that most of you are very familiar with what the halving is, but nonetheless, let's quickly run through it. So at the moment, as of now, there are a lot of there's a lot of going on, and as we speak, a lot of Bitcoins have been mined. I think what we should realize is the halving is a really special event, and I truly believe the halving in itself, it's really bullish. But my quick TLDR is the halving is a non-binary event, because since the creation of the white paper, we already knew that a halving would happen. So I believe, as of now, the hype around the halving is already priced in. Just like the ETF was priced in, I believe the halving, the hype is already priced in. However, the true mechanism behind the halving, as in, what it does to the miners' rewards, this will, I think, and I believe, we only will feel this not immediately, of course, because on the first day, the second day, even like the first 2 weeks, I believe it's actually nothing burger. I believe it's really nothing burger, because it takes really time. It takes weeks, months, maybe even quarters before we actually feel that supply shock. Because we shouldn't forget that most of the Bitcoins already have been mined. I think like 19.6 something million have been mined. And starting from, let's say, from Friday or Saturday, only 3.125 Bitcoins can be mined. And before we really feel this shock, this shift in supply and demand, it will really it takes a lot of time. So don't consider this as like a binary event, because it isn't. This is an event for the next 210,000 blocks, and not immediately. So from a price action perspective, if you look to the previous halvings, there are some nice observations to make, to be honest, because the very first halving that happened was in November 2012. honestly, at that time, I wasn't doing crypto at all. But as you can see, the moment the block reward reduced from 50 to 25, because at this time, before this halving, the first halving, all the mines, they could earn 50 bitcoins per block. Really insane if you think about it. I think really like Satoshi Nakamoto is really genius, like the way how he engineered the Bitcoin protocol, really lovely. But as you can see, it took us a few weeks before it went up to the upside. And it took also quite a while before Bitcoin made a new all-time high. And when it took out the all-time high, Bitcoin entered in a really nice bull market. So this was actually in sideways price action of 35 days. And this is like the first halving with a lot of retail players. At that time, the environment is really different. I truly believe that the market participants at that time in 2012, you cannot compare them with the market participants now in 2024. As we know, big players have entered the Bitcoin space as well. Talking about the Grayscale, BlackRock, Fidelity, 21 Shares, Bitwise, Fnac, Valkyrie, Invesco, Franklin, and Wisdom Tree. Other spot ETFs have already been accepted before the US spot ETFs. Soon in April, the financial hub in Asia, I'm talking about Hong Kong, they will open their spot ETFs as well. I really don't believe that Hong Kong will do the same as what happened with the spot ETFs in the US. But nonetheless, I think it's really a bullish thing. But my point here is the market participants at that time, really different from the market participants of now, of 2024 and moving forward. So there was a consolidation and up it went. The second event, which took place in 2016, at that time, I wasn't doing crypto. I heard about crypto. I really regret not entering this space at that time. A lot of my friends, they were pretty bullish on crypto. I had friends, they had already discovered crypto. I just discovered from from some news articles I read. But nonetheless, after the second Bitcoin event, let me take away this label. What happened here? Like purely from a price action point of view, what happened here? One, we saw here like a 30% correction, more or less. Bitcoin was actually in a sideways price action for quite a long time, relatively, 126 days, and then it resumed to the upside, and we saw a trend. So as you can see, it took Bitcoin a while before it fully digested the effect of the halving, and then up we went. This is the third event. The third event is almost similar to the second event, because at the third event here, what do we see here? This is just sideways price action. Not much happened. We didn't get like a real strong dump, like a post-halving dump. It was pretty mild, to be honest. But since the third halving event, and I think many of you have witnessed this one. At least I have witnessed this one, like consciously. It took Bitcoin quite a while. So this consolidation, and time matters in trading and investing. Time matters a lot. 161 days sideways price action, and then, and only then, Bitcoin resumed to the upside. And this is a really interesting observation. So the next halving will happen in a few blocks from now. miners, they will earn less. I believe that many miners already have a good reserve. They hedged themselves through options, saved money for their operational activities, because miners also realize that the halving will not immediately induce price action to the upside. If you really believe this, then please adjust your mindset, because things will not go that way, I believe. I think the halving event and the ETF are different events, but both have an effect on the supply chain, on the supply demand. The spot US ETFs, they had a immediately effect on the demand side, obviously, and the halving event will have like an immediate effect on the supply side of the market. Many of us, we already anticipated back in 2023 on that a spot ETF would be approved sooner or later. And it was actually a hype for a long time. And since the day that the ETF were approved and they were allowed, we saw a good dump of 21% ish, and some sideways price action here as well. So as you can see, also like the spot ETF, even though the clients of BlackRock, it's not actually BlackRock buying Bitcoin for themselves, it's their clients buying them, because the clients of BlackRock, they want to do something with the portfolio, adding they probably they want to diversify, or they want to have more Bitcoin exposure. So it takes quite a while before we actually felt the shift in supply and demand. So most likely something similar will happen here with the halving, and it will take really some time before we actually see a price action continuation to the upside. From a secular perspective, it's really simple. So this is a value through line, maybe not the perfect value through line. It shouldn't really cross the price action. It's slightly crossed here. But we can see that a secular trend that is measured in business cycles is a trend to the upside. We can observe that each halving event had it's not a coincidence, it's actually a trend that after an halving event, we see appreciation in price and value. We saw it here, we saw it here, we saw it here. But if you think it will happen immediately, like if you think that price will go up immediately, you're dead wrong. Because historically, if you have like this argument that price will go up immediately, historically, we have data that doesn't back up that thought process. It will take a lot of time. So the question is, how far can Bitcoin really go? I think this cycle is pretty unique, to be honest. And also like the previous cycle, we really never saw like a double top pattern. That's one. We have never witnessed Bitcoin making an all-time high after, before the halving. Often Bitcoin made a all-time high after the halving. Now this time it's before the halving. That's pretty insane. So now the question is, which fool will now buy Bitcoin and push the price higher? When Bitcoin, this is like another perspective. When Bitcoin took out the highs of 2018, Bitcoin resumed in the uptrend for the next 334 days. Oh, if we apply like the same methodology, like this, the same way of measuring the highs of the previous bull market of 2013, we can see that it really pierced here through that all-time high on 2017, and it took Bitcoin more or less 315 days. 315 days to create the next stop of the cycle. If we would apply the same logic, so this is 315 days, 334 days. Let's go for 300 days. We all agree, right, that Bitcoin took out the highs here from 2021. It would mean that it's just an estimation. Not, of course, not saying that this will happen, but the next few since the moment we took out the highs from 2020 2021, we could see a continuation of this upside of this cycle till probably next year, 2000 February 2025. It could be even in November, October, or in March, June. I'm not really timing the market. I believe that time in the market is more important than timing the market. But what I do know is we're going to see a lot of regret. I truly believe that the hype of the halving is priced in, but the mechanism behind the halving is not priced in because it's just impossible. Starting from Friday, Saturday, only 3.125 bitcoins can be mined. Before we really feel this, it will take a lot of time. Let me check if I have questions. Yeah, true. So less supply from miners isn't priced in my opinion. I fully agree. The less supply from miners is not priced in. However, the hype around the halving is priced in. And we saw something similar with the ETF. So basically, you could see this as a buy the rumor, sell the news event. But this news event, it will have implication. It will have an effect on price, but not immediately because it takes some time before we actually feel this. In the last halving, it took us 152 days before Bitcoin resumed to the upside. The second halving, we saw even like a post-halving crash. Something similar can happen again. So this is my value through line. I believe even if Bitcoin crashes to 50K, 40K, it should be all fine because the secular trend is still to the upside. So locally, I shared a few days, and actually it was yesterday, a trade setup. So locally, what we see here is actually a range, nothing more. A beautiful rectangle. So a rectangle is known for a few things. It has boundaries, horizontal boundaries. Second one is more often than not, it has fake outs to both sides, down and up. So it means like there's a lot of liquidity here, a lot of liquidity there. We see locally lower lows, lower highs, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. As of now, I still consider this as still the new, fresh lower high. We do see a bullish divergence, almost like a double positive or double bullish divergence on a swing failure pattern. I'm already in a trade. However, I'm going to be very honest. This is a medium conviction trade. If this happens to be the next real lower high, probably we're going to take out this low here. If we yesterday had like a bigger crash and it took out the March low, then I would be more convenient, to be honest. If you would apply the volume profile from here to there. Oh wait, I should do it the other way. Mm, yeah, it's more clean. What worries me if there's like a gap here. So low volume node, we could tap into this area and then bounce up. But if not, then it could easily go all the way back towards this next high volume node, which is pretty much in line with this consolidation period of February. So normally my interpretation and the interpretation of Bulowski and other like classic pattern OGs is a constellation or a rectangle that comes from an upside price action, while the primary trend and the secular trend is up. More often than not, this is a continuation pattern. So I consider this as a continuation pattern. In hindsight, it is. I often told people also in January or February, whenever you see a consolidation for quite a long time, people are losing patience, which is a good thing. Biases will stack up, especially the negative biases. And people, they will regret it because price resumes to the upside. People lose patience. They cannot ride the trend and will try to short because of revenge trading. This is also a rectangle. This is actually consolidation period. We are in this consolidation period for quite a time, right? It's how many days already? Almost 50 days. We could easily stay in this range for the next 2-3 weeks. And that wouldn't be really a bad thing, to be honest, especially after the halving event. If you don't see a major crash, I believe this is a good thing. And yeah, my conviction would increase on locally if we could take out this low here and reclaim the point of control. The point of control beautifully aligns with it's really like the mid range. As you can see here, this is the 0.5 Fibonacci. Reclaim here would, in my interpretation, there would be a 60-80% probability that we gonna tap into the high range, only if we get there. That'll be my high conviction trade. Maybe in hindsight, it would have been better if I had waited before after we took out this specific lower high. But again, it would have also an effect on the arm, and I believe that the point of invalidation here is pretty clear. If we close here, then I don't want to be in a trade anymore. Probably it will go lower. If it reverses, then I'm happy to try to catch the trend again. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Nice picture, by the way, sea moon, like your name. There's a moon in it. So guys, that's my quick video for today. We're celebrating a halving party. We're really happy with the halving. As I told you, I think long term, this is a really bullish thing. Short term, it's a nothing burger. Honestly, nothing will happen on the day of halving. Only that people are celebrating the halving. After that, people probably gonna forget the halving, and most likely people gonna discuss, oh, the halving was already priced in, and blah blah blah. No, the halving it's impossible. Something that has an immediate effect on the supply demand cannot be priced in. The hype is priced in. Is what I truly believe. So, ladies and gentlemen, tell me, are there any questions? Maybe chart requests? And those who want to know more about halving, I made like an easy to read thread. Just go through it. I think like fundamentally things look okay. From a hash rate perspective, I don't actually see a lot of miners, capitulating, especially the big ones. The big ones, they have reserves. They know what to do. They know how to play options. They know how to hedge themselves. Of course, not every miner will survive in the next few 4, 5, 6 months. Some of them they will capitulate, but we won't. I believe we won't see a massive capitulation. Probably this week we're gonna interview some miners, some bigger, some newer, some small miners. They're gonna share their wisdom with us as well, as we are, celebrating this halving party where we have cut our prices in half. We will continue push some nice live streams around the halving. So if there is any topic you find interesting, just let me know in the comments. Happy to to make content around that. Hmm. Oh wait, more than welcome, Craig. Deso, only for you. Wait, DXN. I'm gonna just do one. Sorry. Mm, I assume it's this one. Hmm. So this one was launched in July. I don't see, it has like a limited price action. People have like a long time to accumulate, long, nice consolidation, up, sideways. Um, I don't have like a good market reading on this one, to be honest. Not also sure what it is. Like locally, what do we see here? We see just like this was like some kind of consolidation here. That's nice. It couldn't maintain the uptrend. It's now heading lower. And honestly, that since it came from here, from this price action, it tells me there's a lot of downside potential, to be honest. Don't see like strong reasons to believe that this will reverse anytime soon. We might see like a bullish divergence. Also on the Burbicator Pro, it's telling us there is a lot of selling pressure here. Would only be a buyer. I don't know Deso, but from a trading perspective, I would be only a buyer if it can reclaim $28. Gonna do another one, the XN. Oh. What is this? It's this one, right? DBXN. If not, let me know. There's not a lot of price history on March. Honestly, like these on-chain things, they are harder to read than, for example, Bitcoin. I really don't like the long wicks here, especially this week. Not sure if it's a glitch or a real thing. But purely from a BPR, so this is like Burbicator Pro is a standalone trading system. There was like a nice uptrend. It couldn't sustain, so we saw like a decline. And as you can see, it flashed here a bull signal because it was trading here above the the current time frame trailer, and then we lost the time frame trailer. So what happened here? It flashed a bear signal, and yes, you can try to catch a knife in the hope it will reverse. But I believe it's a risky. If you want to enter this from a trading perspective, a trading point of view, I would wait. I would set my alerts here at the time frame trailer around 3.7. If it can reclaim, consider it long. Consider to buy it. If it isn't the case, then yeah, I'm not really too keen to. If I were you, and I just approach this like from a TA perspective, I wouldn't be too keen to trade this, to be honest. But again, I don't know fundamentally anything about it. I don't know the market cap, who's behind it, what what they're building on. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, I see a lot of people, watching this live stream. I would say give it a like hit the like button. You know where to find the hit like button. Hit the like button. Show me some love. Show us some love, and let me know, the next topic you want me to cover, because we're gonna do a lot of nice live streams. The main theme is around the halving. It has like a big implication on the entire market. So stay with us. We're gonna launch later today another live stream, Friday as well, Saturday, Sunday. So basically, we're gonna spoil you with a lot of goodies. And as of now, there's like a crypto bundle promo going on. So people, they can basically get like the Verificator Pro and the exclusive Nest Club for just $99. It is normally way more than $99. I think it was around $260 or $280, but only this week it's priced at $99. So we basically, so our prices, they underwent a halving. Hopefully our portfolio in Bitcoin, they won't be cut in half. I truly believe that 2024 is still the year of a lot of opportunities. We already had like a big event, the halving event. We have now the spot ETF event. In this week, the halving event. Probably, maybe, I should be careful with my words. We might see a Ethereum spot ETF. Honestly, I'm a little bit skeptical about that, but I believe that Ethereum doesn't really need an ETF to make an all-time high. As long as Bitcoin stays healthy, there's a big probability that Ethereum will again catch up with Bitcoin and even outperform Bitcoin in the next 6 to 12 or 18 months. Okay, guys, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Until the next time, see you around, and don't forget to hit that like button. Okay, guys, bye-bye.